See, sometimes we must remind ourselves of our self-worth while living in a world that has made us second-class citizens from birth. We are women. We are Mother Earth. That's why when the seed grows in our womb and when it is birthed, we nurse. Woman. A strength like no other. That's why we inherited the name Mother. Separated by race, but sister, we hurt all the same. We suffer with the same internal struggles. We feel the same shame. There once was an era where there were no women's rights and they had to play the game. The injustices those women survived so we wouldn't have to feel that pain. The unforgettable memories of abuse that you hold in. Suppressing life woes with a grin. Whether sexual, physical, or emotional, you were forced to act like it didn't exist when your whole world will soon be affected by someone else's sexual sin. Suffering abandonment by a parent and it wasn't your fault. Being accused of being fast when they finally get caught. Or daddy didn't get that boy, so now we have to compete. Or your weight is just too heavy because they wanted you petite. Or if you're too strong, you're a threat. And if you submit, you just right. Pursuing your goals with the wrong mate will make their envy ignite. Or you got the good man, and just if he knows not how to cheat. But if he falls under pressure, he falls under it's in the man's nature clause. Knowing dang old well if he spent the week in your shoes, it'll make his world pause. Now, if you cheat back, you considered the hoe. And he'll drag your name through the mud, forgetting the karma he owe. I send love to the woman who can't hold the seed. We send love to you, sweetie. Godspeed. The hurt of being left by a husband because he forfeited on the marriage in which you two agreed. Or the housewife whom he thinks do no work. Being belittled by the jerk who was supposed to love her through the better or the worse. Or all the mothers with the rainbow babies who had to learn to grieve silently because her hurt drove them crazy. Or the young child who gave in to her trauma. And nobody's to blame. Not the family, the father, or the mama. And she moves numbly, and soon she becomes numb. And after years of conforming to her reality, she doesn't recognize the woman that she has become. The pain and rejection from the person that carried you in their womb. Separated by favoritism will make your anger fume. Or the woman who was adopted and just wants to find her identity. And when you find where you came from, now you're considered the enemy. To the woman that thinks because she survived it, your daughter will be all right. The woman who forgot the pain you felt on the lonely, sleepless nights. To the woman that gave in to her hurts of the world and took their own life. To the woman that chose drugs to soothe that internal fight. To the woman who lost the value of their bodies because of the parents' neglect. To the woman ashamed of her past and full of regrets. To the young woman living fast whom we considered the bad bitch. To the woman who was willing to do anything to stay rich. Why? Why do we mistreat each other is the question. Or turn your nose up when you see someone going through your survival session. We all have survived an indiscretion, which left us feeling alone and full of depression. I'm guilty of feminine aggression. I was taught a hurting woman expression. And to the other women, I have a confession. That resting bitch face is our body's self-expression. From living through life's greatest suppressions, we all have similar stories, and those stories are to help to keep the next woman safe. So when you see a reflection of the old you in another woman, show that woman some grace. I send love to you, sis. You aren't running this race alone. And although we have similar stories, your story is yours for you to own. Thank you.